Hello, America. It's me, the ignorant American. And you know where I am today? I'm down at the U.S. Department of Education. Yep, right there. Right there, go right ahead. Right there, the U.S. Department of Education. You know where Arnie Duncan is? Yep. And you know what? I'm going to give you a recap of the public school system in the United States of America. It sucks, baby. No, I ain't kidding you. It sucks. Now, for all you psychobabblers who don't realize what sucks mean, it means it's bad. Our educational system has been going downhill. And we got all these people in the U.S. Department of Education, and it sucks. But I'm here to talk about drugs in the schools. Drugs in the schools. You know this guy, Arnie Duncan, who Barrack Obama appointed as the head of this whole thing? He ran the Chicago school system, and it even sucks worse than the U.S. school systems. I mean, sucks really bad. And they make him the head guy of all the schools in the whole U.S. of A. I swear to God, baby. But you look at Joseph Califano's report out of one of the big Ivy League schools, and what it says is that 66%, America, 66% of public high schools are drug infested. Now, you know what drug infested means? That means our kids are either swallowing it, snorting it, sniffing it, or shooting it on school grounds. Or they're selling it actively on school grounds. The number one concern, America, in this report is drugs and alcohol in the school system. More than grades, more than anything else, it's drugs and alcohol. Do you know that 33% of our middle schools are drug infested? Yes, sirree. There's been a 30% increase in drugs in our middle school. And Arnie Duncan has this big conference with all the teachers union, baby. I bet you they didn't talk about drugs. You know where the drugs come from? 70% of the illegal drugs come into this country from Mexico. I swear to God. Now, don't call me racist. That's where they come from, stupid. Look at the DEA website. You want to see a graduating class in our public high schools, baby? Yep, this is it. This is it, America. Barrack Obama, Arnie Duncan, and all these pigs in Washington, D.C. are not confronting the fact that there's an epidemic going on in our public schools with drugs and violence. And our kids are shooting it, smoking it, snorting it, and swallowing it. And they aren't doing anything about it because they want this comprehensive immigration reform. No, stop the drugs. Get the drugs out of our schools, stupid.
How you doing?
I love that guy. But anyway, get the drugs out of the schools, stupid. Arnie, 66% of Americans' public high schools are drug infested, stupid. Our kids can't learn. Our standing in the world is dropping like a rock, and one of the reasons is our schools are not safe for our kids to go to. They're not safe for our kids to go to. America, if you're as angry as I am, that we spend an average of $11,000 per student on our educational system, and these pigs are allowing drugs and violence into our schools. It's not right. If I wanted to go buy crack cocaine right now in Washington, D.C., I would go to a public high school, because that's where it is, America. It's time to tell this lady, Janet Napolitano, Homeland Security Director to shut the border down and stop the drugs. Stop the drugs. Stop the drugs. Our kids are not going to learn when they're shooting, snorting, or swallowing, America. Tell your friends about this channel. Be a subscriber. Stand up to the pigs in Washington. Tell them you want your kids to have a good education. Stand up to the teachers' unions. Tell them they are not doing their jobs. They're not educating our kids. America, it's time we got angry. $11,000 per student. The average private school is 5 to 7, and the private school has a better edge. It's not the money we are spending, America. It's the conditions of our school system. How many of you have your sons and daughters doing this? America, stand up to the pigs. It's time. I love you, but start stamping your feet, raising your voice, and tell them what you want, America, not what they want. I love you.